Hey everybody, welcome back to When Harry Met Board Games, where we feed our people with relatable content and our victory condition is your satisfaction. I'm Harry, and today we have another episode of My Storage Solutions. And today I'll be showing off my storage solutions for Ticket to Ride. And it's nothing necessarily revolutionary, but it might be helpful to some watching this video. So, first of all, disclaimer, I own pretty much everything there is out there, at least in print, for Ticket to Ride. I don't own the Markland edition. I don't own the Alvin and Dexter expansion. But aside from that, I own pretty much all of it. And lots of it is stuff that I've opened and played. And some of it is stuff that I still have unopened and unplayed. Right now, I'm just going to show you how I store the content for this series of games that I've actually opened and played with. So first of all, I have kept these three big boxes right here. The Ticket to Ride, all the standalones that I've opened at least. The Ticket to Ride base game, North America, Ticket to Ride Europe, and Ticket to Ride Nordic countries. And basically, I use these three big boxes to keep everything that I have for Ticket to Ride that I've opened and played. All the map expansions, which are smaller, thinner boxes, I open them up and I put them in here and then I throw them away, right? Because I'm trying to save space and, you know, be efficient as far as storage is concerned. So first of all, what I do is here in the base box right here, base game box, I keep all the boards. All of my maps are right here. So right here, for example, I have Ticket to Ride Europe. I also keep my rule books in this box. So right here, again, you got Ticket to Ride Europe's rule book. I keep, right here, I have the North America map, and I have here the Asia and Legendary Asian maps. So that's a double-sided board. Again, some more rule books. The rule book for the 1910 expansion. I have the Africa map right here. And finally, I have the India map right here. Is this India? No, I'm sorry. I apologize. This is the Nordic countries map. I should have noticed by the graphic design. This is the Nordic country map right here. So here I've got all of these maps. I have my India maps somewhere in one of these boxes. I guess they didn't all fit in one box. But the point is I consolidate the maps and the boards with one another. Then here in this Ticket to Ride Europe box, I actually have the least amount of stuff here. I have a few cards. This is usually the box that I use when I want to travel and take, one or two copies of Ticket to Ride to wherever I might go, another person's home or what have you. I'll use the Ticket to Ride Europe box to kind of like accommodate and transport this. But I keep most of the other content here in Ticket to Ride Nordic Countries box, where I have all the different cards, and I have a bunch of these different colored cards, and I haven't thrown them away. I keep them. I also keep all the different destination tickets for all the different expansions and standalone games. I keep them all here, right? And even have the small annoying cards from the original base game. And additional train pieces. I've kept one additional set for each color in the event that I lose any. I have backups, but when you buy all these expansions, they all add a few trains. The standalones add a ton of them. I got rid of a bunch of them because I didn't feel like I needed, hundreds of trains for each color. I felt like with 90 or so, that would suffice, because in the event that I ever have less than 45, I could tap into the supply and replenish it a bit. So I did have my maps here. I have these little wooden card holders for if you play the team version of Ticket to Ride with the Asia map. But I also kept right here, I kept my double-sided India and Switzerland board. Really, really nice. Really, really cool. Yes, sirree. Yeah. So, because I couldn't fit this all into one box as far as the maps are concerned. But yeah, and that's pretty much what I do to keep my Ticket to Rides. I don't, again, for me, I don't live in the biggest of houses, and I do have this game room that's been assigned for me, but, space is limited, and eventually you run out of space. and you want more games, right? So not only do you need money for games, but you need a space to put them in. So these little simple storage solutions are very helpful. Consolidate your boxes. I know that we pay for the boxes too, and you know, the artwork is so cool and so neat, and you know, sometimes it's a little painful getting rid of your boxes. And you know, from a collector's perspective, it looks nice to see all the boxes lined up and so on and so forth. But I feel the pain. It's a tough decision that I had to make, but ultimately I had to pick space over preference, over idealism, and settled for getting rid of them and consolidating them. And this works for me just fine. And again, I have that third box. As I open more of the smaller and bigger boxes, again, I'll just continue the same system where I'll be dumping the smaller box expansions, their boxes at least, and I'll be putting that content within some of the bigger boxes that I have yet to open. I have two big boxes. I have the Rails and Sails, which has lots of stuff in it in itself, and I have the Germany box. So those are two really big boxes that hopefully could be helpful towards storing them. And I think the UK map collection box is slightly bigger than some of the other map collections. I might keep that box and use it to store all their stuff. But again, I will not be keeping every box that I open because I need to optimize. Well, that's it for today's edition of my shelf, my storage solutions. This is Harry from When Harry Met Board Games. Thank you for joining. Comment down below what you think, and I'll catch you next time, guys. Take care, stay safe, and have fun gaming. Bye-bye.